You usually spend your summers in the water, but you don't really like to get your feet dirty or feel the uncomfortable sensation of sand between your thighs. Between the beach and the pool, your choice is quickly made, and since you like to travel a lot, you've been to a lot of pools. You must have seen atypical, unusual, covered, uncovered pools, pools perched on the roof of the world, classic or natural pools. And yet, I can promise you, there is a pool in the world that you have not yet seen, where you have never set foot. Curious as you are, I am sure you would like to know which one it is. Would you like to take a little drive with me? So get your passport and your best swimsuit ready. Today, we dive to the bottom of the Deep Dive Dubai Pool, located in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai. I hope you're not a chicken, because you're going to have some strong sensations, the kind that will give you a few scares. Here we are in Dubai, a city of indescribable splendor, where everything is grandiose, where everything is pushed to the extreme, and where nothing is impossible. In Dubai, the climate is very hot, so we often want to take a dip in the pool to cool down. And in this city, there is no shortage of swimming pools. If you find classic pools in every street corner, or rather in almost every hotel building, there is a pool that stands out from the rest, and it does not necessarily please everyone. Here is the reason. The Deep Dive Dubai opened its doors in July 2021. This pool, located in the heart of the suburbs of the city, does not offer its visitors an ordinary swim, but a new and unusual experience. If you dive in, you will be surprised to discover that at the bottom of the pool, there is no tile like in other pools in the world, but a whole city sunken. We'll explain you. Until 2014, the title of the deepest pool in the world was awarded to our Belgian neighbors, and this one was in Brussels. The Nemo 33, which was more accurately a diving pit, consists of a pool with two platforms at 1.3 and 2.5 meters deep, caves accessible only by diving, portholes that offer a direct view of the restaurant, and above all, 3 dodecagonal diving pits, 5 meters, 10 meters, and 34.5 meters deep. It kept its honorable title for more than 10 years before being dethroned on June 5, 2014, by the Deep Joy 40 pool located in Montegrotto Terme, Italy, which is 42.15 meters deep at its deepest point, 21 meters long, and 18 meters wide. The pool is mainly used as a training center for diving or recreational diving and scientific research. It also has several intermediate depths. There is also the Deep Spot, a sort of sunken Atlantis, located in Muszczonów, near Warsaw in Poland, and is 45 meters deep, which was until 2020 the deepest pool in the world. It is used by amateur and professional divers and also serves as a training ground for the fire department and the Polish army. The Deep Spot has 8,000 cubic meters of water, 20 times the volume of a standard 25-meter pool. But since Dubai, the city of excess, tends to always want to steal the show and claim the best titles in the world, we're basically referring to the tallest tower and the widest fountain. It only made sense that it would also compete for the title of the world's deepest pool, and it did. In June 2021, the Crown Prince of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, inaugurated the Deep Dive Dubai Pool, a pool that is, hold on to your life jackets, 60.2 meters deep. No, you're not dreaming. Deep Dive Dubai is really the most sensational, the most incredible, but above all, the most frightening pool in the world. And God knows how many scary pools there are in the world. Since June 2021, this pool in Dubai is the holder of the title of the deepest pool in the world. With its 60.2 meters of depth, the Deep Dive Dubai has just entered the Guinness Book of World Records. It was opened in order to attract new tourists after this period of pandemic that did not spare the Gulf Emirate either. The project was born from a crazy idea, which is not surprising from the Dubai people. Its installation covers an area of 1,500 square meters and takes the form of a giant half-open oyster surrounded by fountains. To fill this pool, 14 million liters of water were needed. No, we didn't add a zero, we said millions. That's the equivalent of 6 Olympic swimming pools. The fresh water in the pool is filtered and circulated every 6 hours through siliceous volcanic rock, where particles such as dust, debris, and organic matter are rejected. This is one of the most efficient, fastest, and largest filtration systems in the region. Next, the water is subjected to an ionization process to control bacteria, a filter technology originally developed by NASA. Finally, 2 huge UV reactors disinfect the water, eliminating all bacteria. Abdullah bin Habtour, spokesperson for Deep Dive Dubai, said that in developing the concept and installation of this unusual pool, they were inspired by the boldness and courage of the UAE Pearl diving team. This was also supported by the American expatriate director from Florida, who said, "We wanted to recall the heritage of snorkeling in the Emirates and pearl fishing, hence the oyster shape of the outer structure." So that's where the idea came from. Once the pool was built, the builders got down to business. To make this pool really atypical, and especially to put the bar a little too high to dissuade the other nations to want to supplant it, Dubai chose to integrate into its very deep pool a whole city in ruins. Well, it was necessary to put something there that it is not deep for nothing. This unusual pool is first of all a diving pit, mainly intended for scuba diving. For this activity, you need to bring your tanks or a snorkel. So put on your diving mask. We are going to give you a little guided tour. As you enter the 30-degree heated water of Deep Dive Dubai, you will notice right away that it is made of several levels. You will notice endless walls, furnished rooms, a car wreck, trees, buildings, bicycles. The place is littered with various everyday objects and covered with abundant vegetation. Everything, absolutely everything, is underwater. Another pit is available to you and also allows you to go to a deeper level. The pool also has 2 underwater habitats with a dry chamber, an underwater apartment, but also a garage and an arcade. Beware, aesthetics do not take precedence over safety. The builders have thought of everything. The pool is 100% secure. It has 56 underwater cameras that cover every angle and keep an eye on you while you explore the area. In addition, there are speakers to communicate and send important messages to the divers, 164 lights positioned everywhere, as well as a highly developed lighting system that allows you to play with the light, producing different atmospheres, so that you are not too lost in the dark. Admire this gaping hole that opens up at the bottom of the pool and on an underwater city sleeping under the surface of the water. It is really breathtaking. In addition to their function as a scuba diving pool, these places can also be used as an underwater movie set, with a multimedia editing room and a video wall where movies could be shot in the future. Moreover, the site has the capacity to host events for up to 100 people, with on-site catering areas that have windows offering direct views of the pool, but also conference and business meeting rooms, offices, changing rooms, prayer rooms, and finally the centerpiece, a hyperbaric chamber that can be used to treat decompression problems. This room also includes lounge chairs and a television and can accommodate 10 people at a time. If you have siblings or little cousins, they too can come with you next time, as long as they are at least 10 years old. They can also take part in the adventure. The site offers several activities depending on the level, whether it is for snorkeling, diving, or scuba diving. In any case, you have nothing to fear, since you will be accompanied by an experienced instructor. Depending on the level of the diver, he or she will descend more or less deeply and will discover various underwater activities, such as riding a bike or playing foosball, all underwater. If you like this first dive, you can improve your skills and pass your diving levels in the Deep Dive Dubai. A 1-hour session in this pool will cost you between 500 and 1,500 Emirati dirhams, which is about 127 to 382 euros. You must really love thrill-seeking experiences for that. Oh yes, and if you were wondering by chance if there would be sharks and fish in the pool, we can tell you that no, the pool is not an aquarium, although it would not be surprising from the Dubai people. However, there is one thing you should be very careful about. If you are visiting Dubai and as a tourist you want to visit the world's tallest tower Burj Khalifa at the same time, don't do it on the same day, and especially not after diving in the heart of Deep Dive Dubai. The reason is that you might have some health concerns if you climb the 828 meters of the tower just after diving to 60 meters. The website of the Deep Dive Dubai indicates that it is recommended to wait 18 to 24 hours before going back up more than 300 meters. On the other hand, you can start by visiting the highest building in the world before finishing with the dive in Deep Dive Dubai, in which case there is no risk. The pool has already been visited by several celebrities and hand-picked individuals, including American film legend Will Smith, who looks like he had a great time. In a video posted on his Instagram page, the actor is seen dressed in a wetsuit, sitting on the edge of the pool ready to dive in. At first glance, you'd think he was in an ordinary pool, but when he dips his camera into the water, you discover a stunning urban setting and a whole world underwater. It's absolutely mind-boggling. If this Dubai pool has blown you away, you are not at the end of your surprise, because it seems that it has awakened in other countries the desire to compete with it. What an idea to compete with Dubai! In the United Kingdom, for example, a 50-meter deep pool should open soon. Of course, it may not exceed the 60 meters of our deep dive blue, but blue should be used for the training of astronauts and not divers. In France, too, a future oceanographic center should be in the final stages of construction in Dieppe, in the Seine-Maritime region of Normandy. It should include a 56-meter deep pit, but this time, divers will be able to go around the world of underwater animal classification in the company of real animals. Did this dive in the depths of the deep dive swimming pool shake you up a bit, or so to say, take your breath away? Go back to the surface now. Now that you're back on dry land, calmly catch your breath and your spirits. What kept you going the most? The fact that you dove so deep, or the fact that you discovered so many wonders in the bottom of this pool? Even if the dive was a bit strenuous, for those of you who are more of a poolside type, I'm sure you won't regret coming with me and having the most amazing experience of your life. Now, tell us in the comments if you'd like to dive into the deepest pool in the world, or if you'd rather admire it from afar. And don't forget to subscribe and click here to watch another of our videos.